Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about women not being able to take banter. And what is it like to be a man in a relationship with a woman that's overly sensitive? Let's jump in, guys. If you want to watch the original, the link's in the video description.
Relationships, bad relationship trends, yada, yada, yada. But just when I thought that it couldn't get worse, every single quarter, every single new moon, every single Mars retrograde, it seems like, people come up with creative ways to justify their awful relationships. And I want to talk about it. A rising trend that I've been seeing are these women purposely posting, complaining about their partners, showing their partners doing things that make them mad or upset. And then when people react accordingly, then they go above and beyond to defend these men. And the defense is always something along the lines of, well, men don't know. Men stupid. Men aren't supposed to like their wife. It's like the weaponized incompetence defense, just over and over and over again. A really good example of justifying the weaponized incompetence thing is this whole "my husband packs my lunch" trend on TikTok. And this whole trend is that women will ask their husbands or their boyfriends to pack their lunch. And the joke is that men don't know how to pack a lunch.
I just have a feeling this is going to be really good. We have a bag. We have a bag of cookies. We have a bag of pretzels. Feels very empty. We got an apple. Gotta stay healthy. Good.
All right, these are the benefits of being a man in today's society. So clearly the guy's taking the piss. But why do they want to emasculate men? This is what I want to talk about as well. Any of you guys ever lived with women, had long-term girlfriends, they've gotten a bit too comfortable. They start trying to emasculate you in many different ways. Now, this is just an online version of that. Let's get my boyfriend or husband, make him pack my lunch, which is a very effeminate thing to do in the first place. And let's make fun of him on the internet because he's a stupid idiot who put next to no effort in. Because guess what? Newsflash, guys don't want to do this shit. He's made no effort because he knows you're taking the piss. That's it. But have a look at these women. This one here, she actually overreacts to all her videos. I've had a look at a couple of them. Most of them are unwatchable if you're a male. But she gets a lot of views. A lot of views. And it's just incredible how to paint men as evil over small stuff like this. And the reason why I'm playing this video, guys, this is what you get. I'm telling you now. This is what you will get. You will be pulled apart in 100 different ways when you live with women. Just expect it. It doesn't matter. You could be the most alpha dude out there, biggest Chad or Brycey or Steve-O or Dino, no matter where you're from. Once you let them know they're locked in with you, you're not going to be able to easily get away without severe consequences. That's when the true nesting nature and nagging nature of women comes out. I'm not saying all women do it, but I'll say the vast majority of women will slowly break down their men and dismantle him piece by piece over time. Sometimes quicker, sometimes longer, but it's a process. Death by 1,000 cuts. This is just another example of it. They're blatantly showing you this is what you get, guys.
Have not just a portion of Pringles, but an entire container. And lastly, okay, we have my 2-day-old Chipotle. And at the very bottom, we have a bag of dog food. Because you're my dog.
Let me guess, this other woman's going to be fully outraged, but he called her a dog. Clearly, he didn't want to pack his stupid lunch, and he's making fun of you. It's called having a sense of humor, because this woman made videos before where this guy was just bantering with his wife on a podcast, and she was just saying how it's more or less abuse. So we just talk about banter. Like, women can't take it. They love dishing it out. Oh, man, I love a guy who just knows how to banter. Be careful what you wish for. because especially an Aussie guy, he's got to know how to banter. And let me just say, you're not going to enjoy it. It's absolute roasting. That's what you get.
There's 2, Joy. Please bring back the dogs are low on food.
Yeah, you got all of that right. He packs her a bunch of cookies, some pretzel crumbs, and some spoiled Chipotle, and some dog.
Doesn't say to be spoiled. Hey, I would be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. The packet of biscuits, an apple, some Chipotle. Hey, it's lunch, isn't it? What do you expect him to do? Cook it like a woman and be in the kitchen making her gourmet meals? Men are very simple creatures. We will eat what's in front of us. We'll eat what is in the fridge. We'll eat. It doesn't matter. What is she expecting? It's hilarious. But these trends that go around, it's very much women making fun of their men on the internet. Now, some of them are going along with it. She thinks it's funny. Other ones are doing it and they're disgusted with their man. It could be various different things. But it goes to show you this is the nagging. All right? You say, why are you talking about this? It's the nagging you're going to get. It's the complete disdain for the man that you are. Right? That you think she's never going to change. You think she's not going to start being annoying, nagging, complaining about every little thing, pulling you apart, everything you do. You can't put the dishwasher together right. You can't put the plates in the dishwasher in the right spot. You took the forks out of the dishwasher and you put them in the wrong drawer location. You put the big fork where the dessert, where the little dessert fork or spoons go. You didn't fold up the clothes and put them in the right place out of the washing. Or you didn't put it on the right cycle, or you didn't put the right detergent in there. The list goes on. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to be pulled apart. Oh, I wouldn't have done it that way. You should have done it this way. Let's talk about, guys, if you're a bit of a handyman or you're a guy who likes to get out and gardening and do stuff like that, you're ripping trees out, you're digging up shit, like sweating, breaking your back, and you got your missus there standing over you. Oh, wait, watch out. Don't do that. Oh, I wouldn't have done it that way.
Dog food with the note that says, "You're my dog." Doing men stupid. Men don't know how to pack lunch. Isn't that funny? I said this in my previous videos, and it still holds true every single time. These women had like this sort of uncanny laugh. A Kalel no type of laugh, okay? And it triggers like a Pavlov response every single time their man does something stupid. That's the type of laugh Jimmy Fallon would do listening to Anne Hathaway talk about a cupcake or something. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's not funny. We all know it's not funny. You're gaslighting us to think that it's funny, and it's not funny. These women, they're fueling the economy for male stand-up comics and podcasters. Because there are men that...
I think it's hilarious. So this kind of, you're going to say, oh, this chick's an extreme just man hater, right? Or she's just putting this on for the camera to get a lot of women to view her who are disgruntled with men. It's very interesting because I've come across a lot of women that are angry like this on the dating apps. You'll say one thing and you just trigger them. They'll rip a shred off you. You'll get 400-word paragraphs of how you haven't been raised right. You're a misogynist. You're a piece of crap. Your mother doesn't know how to raise a real man. All these insults from someone you've never met because you might have told them, hey, I like your hair. You look pretty. I actually had that on one occasion. I said to a woman, I think your hair looks really great. Nice and long. It's very feminine. Well, would you not think that in itself is a compliment? I said you look nice, your hair's attractive, and your hair is very feminine because it was long. She says define feminine and who I'd be feminine for, and went on this massive tirade. And then I couldn't help myself, obviously, and then got banned off Hinge for that interaction.
Put dog food in their wife's lunchbox and they get a laugh and they're like, oh my God, I should be a male stand-up comedian. Like, we need it to stop. It ends here. Anyways, do you guys want to take a wild guess on whether or not she defends him? Well, I'll tell you in 3, 2, 1. Of course she does. Of course she does. Here's the video of her doing it.
Y'all are so pressed that he called me a dog. He did not call me a D-O-G. Dog. D-O-G, like a dog that has a leash. He did not call me that. D-A-W-G. Dog as in homie. American slang for homie. It's what we call each other. It's a joke.
Exactly.
J-O-K-E. Joke.
Okay, so to sum
So this woman here, this content creator, she's just a screeching femo, all right? Feminist, womanist, whatever you want to call them. Nut job. No, women, don't let men take away your feminine power by having a joke with you, okay? Gee, that's how people stay together, because they enjoy being around each other, having fun. Who wants to be locked up in a house with this thing? Who's making these videos? Probably no man. Or some effeminate dude who loves drinking soy lattes.
summarize, essentially she's saying that like the dog food was a joke. It's a joke between them that like she's his dog. Like it's like a form of endearment or something. And a lot of you guys have brought up this specific thing, and I could not agree more, which is that if it was a joke, the dog food specifically, then why is the rest of the lunch that he packed completely? Let's recap what he put in her lunch, okay? We have cookies. We've got Pringles. We've got Chipotle that's no longer edible.
Look how she's gotten caught up on this. So she's making something out of nothing, guys, and this is what women do. They'll make something out of nothing, okay? You may have a minor argument or run-in with a woman you may be living with, girlfriend, whatever it may be, and then several other arguments will feed off that one particular argument. What do you mean by that? Okay, you might say something in a certain tone, or you might give her a certain look when you're talking to her, and then it'll turn off. Oh, I don't like the way you said that. And why do you look at me that way when you said it like that? You made me feel like I was stupid, or you made me feel like I was being told off and threatened. You can't win, dude. Every guy who's married is going to cop this. They never tell you about it until after they're divorced. Cool, so don't have fun. Don't have fun with your boyfriend or husband being a complete a-hole. Okay, yeah, awesome. All right, guys, halfway through. If you're enjoying the content, consider subbing to the channel. Like, comment, share. Hype, if the hype button is there in the comments section on your mobile device, that always helps out. And I've just started up doing call-ins, so if you do want to talk to me, the details are in the video description. All right, let's keep going.
We've got the dog food, of course, and an apple for balance and serenity, I guess. I wouldn't have had that much of a problem of putting dog food in your wife's lunch. I mean, that's stupid as shit, but whatever, to each their own. If he were to pack her like an actual lunch, like a sandwich, a water bottle, some actual chips that's not pretzel crumbs. Anyways, that was one of the girls that went super viral for what her husband packed in her lunch. But I want to show you guys a compilation of the other women that have partook in this hilarious...
Yeah, other women who just have a sense of humor. All right, let's go.
A Diet Coke.
That's all right.
And $20. Thanks, honey, for the lunch.
And my hard boiled it. Hard boiled it all. Like, oh no, that's not. A Diet Dr. Pepper.
We also had this couple where the husband was supposed to like keep her food during her marathon, but instead ate all of her food while she was running the marathon.
I don't have any.
What the fuck? Jeez. My God.
I know.
Whoopsies! I accidentally ate all my wife's marathon.
That's funny, that story, actually. So what are we saying here? Guys are just taking the absolute piss, and they're bantering, and they're playing around and playing a fool, turning around this bullshit trend that women are trying to get them to do. No one's going to put Dr. Pepper in a Tupperware container without being... there's something seriously wrong with them. Take a joke, ladies. Take a joke. It's okay. It's okay to be lighthearted. It's okay to be fun. So that story about that woman, that runner. There was a marathon runner. She, as part of the marathon, you need to keep your energy up. So there are snacks that are provided, or snacks that are designed, like Jell-O snacks and stuff like that, Jell-O shots or whatever people eat that are running. She gave them to her boyfriend. And he ate them. So it's a bit of a shit thing to do. I'll say it is a shit thing to do because she needed that, right, as fuel for her marathon. But you should have seen this story was all over the news in Australia, and it said the world is screaming for that woman to dump her boyfriend. He's abusive. That's a form of abuse. What? He's an idiot. He's selfish. He ate her food. But is that what? It's abuse, and the whole world was calling for her to leave him. He's probably been dumped now. That's fucking the worldwide Jedi High Council. All right, let's move on. All right, let's move on. Travel incompetence. All right, let's do it.
You should like build a piece of IKEA furniture with them or travel with them to see like if you're actually compatible. A lot of you bitches like got that and then missed the memo completely. The amount of videos justifying weaponizing competence with travel related situations is truly baffling to me. I am supposed to be boarding my flight to get married in Italy. Unfortunately, my fiance decided to bring a pistol in his backpack and TSA found it. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess the country. And then I'll give you another 3 seconds to guess whether or not she's defending him in the comment section. 3, 2, 1, of course she is. Someone said this would absolutely make me break up with him. And she responded.
You gotta love that. You gotta love how these people who don't know them at all. This is how women poison each other as well in relationships. They poison their friends. Oh, I'll break up with him if he did this minor infraction or perceived infraction. Like, yeah, okay, that's a stupid thing to do. They got delayed because he had a gun. Okay, whatever. Whoop-de-doo. People who don't know the guy at all. Don't know the guy at all, calling to break up with him. And that's why 55,000 likes. Women who don't know are just jumping and supporting. And the first knee-jerk reaction from women when something happens they don't like is to dump a guy. Dump him on his ass ice cold. They're very bloody ruthless, I can tell you that. But good on this woman. She said, good thing you're not the one in this relationship. Absolute bonkers. All right, let's keep moving on.
Port Lounge, and then he proceeds to walk like 30 feet in front of her at the airport. Make my husband breakfast with me after canceling our Euro honeymoon 2 hours before takeoff because his passport is expired. I literally would have paid like a TikTok witch to conjure up some sort of spell to get back at him for that. I also want to reiterate, okay, that these men are these women's emergency contacts. Like if she got into an accident or something, he's responsible for letting everyone know that she's allergic to penicillin or something. And he can't even do this. You know how there's like girl math?
What about all this? Okay, what has she said? So, okay, yeah, passport expired. Pretty big oversight. Not defending that. Pretty dumb, really. But all she said is she's sitting here making out men to be horrible and terrible because the video is called "Stop Defending Your Terrible Men." These are very minor things. These are people joking around, having fun, or if anything, doing things that, look, as men, we don't fucking pack lunches for women. All right, let's just be honest with that. You're going to sit there and bake all these vegetables and make some, slow cooked and pulled pork and put it in a nice container with all these things for her and spend 6 hours doing it. Why did these guys pack them shit lunches? Because they know it's a joke. And number two, they don't want to do it again. Okay, did she ever fail to say that for the most part, these women probably just bring just about nothing to a long-term relationship? And I'm talking more specifically about the woman making these videos. What is she going to bring to a guy apart from absolutely nagging him, emasculating him, turning him into a husk of a man? What are you going to get? What, a bit of action? Those kind of women are completely insufferable. And the thing is, there are a lot of them out there and a lot of guys get with them. And a lot of these women, they keep it under wraps. Okay, they put on a fake front. They bait and switch guys in with the ambassador behavior. They be the kind of girl they know that a guy will like. And then once the guy's locked in, hey, sucked in, fuckhead, got ya. And now you go by my rules and you're going to hear all my nagging because guess what? You can't go nowhere unless you're losing half your shit or more. Plus ongoing payments.
like boy math is like justifying throwing away hundreds and thousands of dollars just to be stupid. Because imagine the amount, the hundreds and thousands of dollars that you've wasted on a wedding, a honeymoon, a vacation, just so you can cosplay as a big baby. It's just so...
At the end of the day, I'm not going to disagree with her. Those things are a huge waste of money. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, guys. Even when I was getting married and I was there on the day, yeah, sure, it was nice to have people there. They're in your family and they're having a good time. You don't have a good time. You're working the whole night. You're walking around. You're talking to people. You're going for photos and what? You pay what, $50,000 to $100,000 for that to be a prop in a woman's fantasy day. You're getting nothing out of it. And then the next day, it's like it never happened. But men get sucked into spending stupid amounts of money to make women happy. Pretty stupid, really. And it's only temporary happiness. But that's one thing we're going to talk about. So, guys, if you have a girlfriend who is nagging you, they're always complaining, there's always something to complain about. They're never happy. Or they're a bit depressive. They're never happy with their job, or they're never happy with their life, or you just can't be in a good space. You are going to be in for living nightmare if you move in with someone like that. They're going to be an energy vampire. They're going to bring you down. They're going to suck your positivity out of you, and not in a good way. And you're stuck with it. Stuck with it. You can't make a woman happy, I can tell you that now. So she's not happy to start off with, and you're in the best time of a relationship being the first 3 to 6 months. What are you going to get after that? It's an absolute nosedive. So you 9 out of 10 guys who are living a living nightmare in quiet desperation that you've created for yourself, I feel bad for you. And there's maybe 1 out of 10 that are having a good time. Yeah, it might be a bit rocky here and there, but overall still pretty much enjoying the experience. Not great odds in my opinion. And those are anecdotal based on what I've seen and heard about. Because try this, get one of your friends drunk. Have some beers with them and start talking about shit and start asking them about the wife and stuff like that. He will fucking start telling you everything. She causes me these headaches. She does this. I can't do this. She's banned me from all these things. She's putting controls and regulations. I know guys who can't eat things that they want to eat because the wife doesn't like when he eats them, hamburgers and stuff like that. Or he can't drink Coke, or he can't drink beers because his wife doesn't like it. It's not good for him. She doesn't want him to drink it, so he doesn't drink it. Like shit like that. You say, oh, well, that makes you a complete simp. You live with a woman, they'll try, and as I said, they'll try and take over your house. They will try and take over, and it's all about pushing back. But in the same breath as when I say that, if you push back and you got one of these hard-headed women, they'll just leave you, divorce you, pull the rug out of you and fuck you completely up without even thinking about it, because you're not doing what they want. You're not towing the line.
So funny to me that so many men that act like this, they walk around with their chest funny. Another place I've been seeing a lot of women trying to justify their partners like weaponizing competence is like birth stories or like motherhood in general, if that makes sense. POV, your husband is leaving for a 4-day bachelor party when you are 9 months pregnant. Okay, yeah, maybe my kid will be born any day now and my wife needs help around the house because she's about to pop. But I really don't want to miss Desmond blackout drunk doing his Indian accents at an Applebee's. I can't miss that one. Oh,
Women will never understand that, especially guys in relationships, they are sacrificing so much of their free time, fun times for you. That's why guys love going away for a boys' weekend. They love going to footy trip, end of season sports, holidays, all that sort of stuff. It's that one time of the year where they're off the hook. They can go with another group of like-minded guys and just go out and just burn a whole year of steam off. Of frustration, pent-up anger on the life that he's living. Any of you guys, so let's talk from an Australian perspective, okay? We have Australian rules football, AFL. For you guys who play local sports football, local leagues I'm talking, for wherever you live in Australia, how loose is a footy trip? And who are the loosest blokes out there on a footy trip? The married ones. The guys 30 plus. All right, they've been sitting in the house like little Jack Russell's locked in with a couple of kids with a wife who probably is a pain in his ass, and he's finally getting out with the boys that one time in the year. He makes the most of it. He doesn't sleep for 3 days. He's on everything. He's drinking everything. And he just doesn't want it to end. Because he's got to go back to that reality that a lot of guys live in. So these women need to understand that. Men have sacrificed a lot, or just about all their freedom to take you on. That's why they love going to Bucks nights. Because they're living in a world they wish they were living. But they're trapped with you. All right. Normalizing hate. This is her next topic. She's very hateful. Have a look at her.
Legs. Another trend I've been seeing among justifying weaponized incompetence is just like laughing and normalizing men not wanting to like spend time with their wives, or like men hating their wives in a way. For example, this husband forgot that it was his wife's birthday until Starbucks reminded him that it was his wife's birthday.
Hand her my app. I have a birthday drink.
You have a birthday drink? Is it your birthday?
Yes.
Happy birthday. Thanks for ordering something so weird that I knew something was up. Happy birthday. I did forget.
Do you guys hear that fake laugh again? I told you, it's in every single one of these videos. It's just like instinct at this point. Guys, I guarantee.
Okay, so what's this? So let's talk about the crux of why these women get angry, because I think they deserve a special kind of princess treatment that is ongoing forever. And these guys are just treating them like a normal person. And so she can't comprehend that these women aren't being treated like queens and princesses. I think it comes from a place of jealousy. I'd love to know if this person actually has a boyfriend. She may have. Is she acting? Like, what's going on here? But there's some serious anger here. And you got to understand, or want to understand, how does someone get to this point? Like, she's still relatively young, probably 30, maybe 30 plus, maybe under 35. How do you get to this point where you're so angry? You're so angry. This isn't educational. This isn't providing value to women. If anything, this is going to make women want to dump their husbands, dump their boyfriends, because, oh, well, she says that's outrageous. It must be outrageous that he went to the party. I know a guy. This is the things that sometimes men just have to do these things. Leading up to a birth of a child is very stressful for everyone. The guy is literally on duty, running after the woman, like hand and foot, as we say, which means you're 24/7 covering everything in terms of the house, work. If you have other kids, you're getting her things all the time. She needs snacks. She wants special treatment. She might be emotional. So you're living a life of a lot more stress. So you got to burn some steam off. I know a guy. It was about a week after the baby was born, and he went to the Grand Prix to get pissed with his friends. And that was his huge uproar about that, because he went when the wife was home with a small baby. Now, probably not going to be palatable for everybody, but you've got to understand why guys do that, because this guy, he runs a business. He's the sole provider for the house. He's got a lot of guys need to get this shit out. That's why guys love hanging out with the boys. That's why guys will love a boys' trip away, a camping trip, a hiking trip. Just men being men, hanging around other dudes, not having a pussyfoot around, not having to walk around on eggshells. You can just talk shit, have fun, man. It's some of the best times with your boys. You're just talking smack. These chicks just don't understand that. All right. Let's go one more hate speech from her and we'll call it there.
You already know. Now, another place I've been really seeing justifying the weaponized incompetence, normalizing this whole narrative that men are supposed to hate their wives and so on and so forth, is just these TikToks of these women like laughing about how men don't want to commit to them. Smile if you're proposing this year, and then he doesn't smile, and then she tries to make him smile. It's been 6 years. Why hasn't he put a ring on it? And then she proceeds to show a slideshow of all like the cars and motorcycles and bikes that he's bought. Me singing this to my boyfriend of 12 years, because if we don't get married, I'm going to be so embarrassed. It's the way that you guys literally could not possess me. You guys could not possess me to let this information out of me. I would rather sit through 12 hours of an alpha male mansplaining the stock market to me than ever tell anybody that I'm going through this. These like trends about proposing and stuff have been around for like years and years and years at this point, just repackaged over and over and over again. And at this point, I am not sure what these couples think the outcome of posting this will be. Like, do you think that your boyfriend is gonna see a comment from a 32?
It's called having fun. It's called having fun, you harpy. Again. Well, let's talk about this. If a guy's with you for 11 years and he hasn't proposed, putting any sort of pressure on him is going to make him not do it. And you try and turn the screws and squeeze the guy to doing something, it isn't going to happen. He's not the kind of guy that does things he doesn't want to do. It's 11 years. But what is wrong with living with someone in a relationship that is basically marriage anyway? You're in the same house, you're paying bills, you're doing all this shit together, whatever it is. What is this proposal going to change? Nothing. And you actually do hear about quite a few of these stories. Put in the comments if you've heard them. About guys who get married after being with women for 10 years plus, and the wife goes and cheats on them when they're married, and the thing blows up after 6 months, or dumps him because she ain't happy anymore after 2 years. So there's a very good reason why guys don't rush in. Very good reason. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video. And once again, be careful who you move in with.